Good afternoon, everyone. Probably not going to be a very long video today. Not even shooting crossbows today, I don't think. But gotta love roosters. Where I put my new blind in the front of my land there was a tripod stand that I haven't used in a few years, honestly, because I've been hunting out of blinds. But I think I'm going to move that kind of back over that way, which is quite a ways away. So I got to come up with some redneck way to transport this thing, which should be carried by 3 people, by myself. So I'm hoping I can kind of balance it on my utility cart, strap it on there, and just kind of drag it behind the lawnmower. We'll see how it goes. No big storms to help me today, so gotta come up with something crazy. Perfectly good nesting boxes, but yeah, that's where we should totally lay our eggs, chickens. So, if you're wondering if this is a good idea, the answer is definitely no. So I'm looking here. Stupid chipmunk that's decided to move in under my shed. I don't know if you saw it run across there. Destructive little things. They just got rid of a groundhog that was living under there. He moved right in. It's like the old 22 might have to come out. But let's get the lawnmower here. So in typical fashion, my always reliable Skag Turf Tiger from 2002 has decided that today, when I'm actually trying to get something crazy done, it's gonna stop working. So gotta dig into this and see what's going on. I know it kind of sounds like a carburetor, but that doesn't make a ton of sense right now. So we'll see. Hopefully I can figure this out. Seriously, probably one of the most reliable machines ever. Just runs. This is the first year I finally did some stuff to it, and now I got problems. Well, she's running. She's not running. So I think what I got is a fuel pump issue, because it's making a lot of noise. Let's see if we can get through this. So I think that's the fuel pump. So you can see the new blind there, and this was right here, and just kind of an eyesore, especially when you have a nice blind. So this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. I'm not sure this is gonna work, but I'll give it a try. You may be thinking, this is a dumb idea. And I would agree. But I don't really want to hurt my back, so we're gonna see if I can do this. Originally, I was hoping to get the feet up in the air a little bit, but that's not gonna happen. So I'm hoping that it'll just drag it. And I don't really care if it marks up the paths that much. Not how this should be done. Now, if I had a nice tractor, I could just pick it up, right? But some of us don't have those luxuries, so you use what you got. It's leaving a pretty good rut, but it is pulling it. So. Doesn't like turning. I'm basically just dragging it. I probably could have done without the trailer, but Again, you do what you gotta do, right? Hopefully the trailer doesn't break. First tight squeeze. Honestly, not too bad. I'm all right with it. I actually do still have the pads for this. I used them in the pallet blind the last few years, so should be hopefully able to use those again. They're not in great shape, but not too bad. So the big question is, where do I put this thing? I'm thinking that's the original spot. Well, not quite the original, it's the second original. My first original spot was way over there. And I'm thinking maybe we see how far we can pull it into the woods here. So for those of you with zero turns, don't ever doubt their ability. They can do a lot more than you think. I'm nothing if not a huge redneck. Mike would get a kick out of this. This looks like a problematic area. So we got those two trees. I don't know if it's gonna go through here. I think I'm stuck. So unfortunately, I actually had to drive on the deer path to get here, but it looks like there's a little bit of a path that goes right through here. So I think I'm gonna set it up kind of right by that tree there. I think that's my plan. So a lot of times I've seen the deer go right through here, and I think that's gonna be my plan. You can kind of see right there's a path. So I'm hoping I kind of nestle it right in that tree. Pretty decent camouflage. So laying these down isn't that hard, it's getting them back up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach that ratchet strap to there and then hopefully pull it up. We'll see if that works. We'll see if I can get this up by myself. I think the answer is probably gonna be no. We'll give it a go. I think those bottom feet are just gonna slide. If I had a big long pole, I could push it up. Might have to think on this for a minute. Because it's a tripod, it really wants to just go like that. I don't think. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Now I gotta back it up into here. That went better than I thought. To kind of pull this back into here. Again, working by yourself, not easy. This thing is way bigger than I thought it was. It's really stuck on that tree. Not a good idea. But that should be a pretty nice hunting spot. This works. Alright, so these are the stakes. Nothing fancy, but put those in, and I've never had a problem with it blowing over or anything. So. And each one of these, there's holes. So this is the seat that goes up on it. This stand is actually pretty old. I don't know if it's probably 5 or 6 years old now, and I'm still pretty impressed with it. It's by Muddy, and you can comfortably fit one person in the cold, but if it's warm, you can fit two, or you know, if you got a kid or something with you, you can definitely take them up there with you. You know, as it gets older, it might not be as sturdy, but you're only 12 foot up. It's not like you're ridiculously high. So behind me, pretty good coverage. There's a couple things I might want to trim up. And in front of me here, I'm going to try to make like a little shooting window and see how that goes. There's not a lot of options to like shoot behind me, but I think that's okay. So in front of me, I just kind of bent the branches, kind of just tangle them in here. And I'm going to do the same with this one, kind of bend it and attach it. And you can see my path right there. They do come down that. And then they have a path right here, which is really close, but I would not complain about that shot ever. So on this wider camera view, you can kind of see I have branches here. I've tied the branches right kind of to my stand. Not the most coverage here. I might add some stuff here, but nice little shooting lane there. I think I'm pretty happy with that. If you have any tips, go ahead and just put them in the comments down below. But I think a lot of that's gonna get annoying. Finding stand placement is really knowing your land. And from years of hunting, I know that they like to walk through here. So I'm hoping that this works. Probably not the best time of night to be doing this, but you do things when you can do them. Early doe season actually is this weekend. I don't know if I'll get out or not, but if I do, I'll be hunting in short sleeves because it is hot. All right, I'm gonna get down out of here and pack up, and we'll see what it looks like from the bottom. So there it is. Honestly, until the leaves fall, blends in pretty stinking good. So obviously your only shot's kind of here, but I think that's all right. I know it wasn't a video about shooting crossbows, but it's just let's try to move some stuff around, get ready for the season, which I should have gotten done a while ago, but I had a vacation I was on, so at least I'm getting some stuff done. I know the official season is October 1st, but early doe season is this weekend, and well, I think we figured we need about 4 deer, so getting a doe would be helpful. See if I can get my license before then. But yeah, anyways, thanks for coming along and checking out my very redneck ways, and we'll see what happens this season. Hope you guys are having a great preseason. Or hopefully, if you're in Michigan and you got kids, you got something during the youth hunt. Or if you're a veteran or someone who's disabled, you got something. My friend got a really nice 10-point.
There, just turn his head. Beautiful deer.
He's a former Marine. And yeah, really, really happy to see him get that, because, man, I love that they're able to do that. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming. We'll catch you on the next one.